A harmless man is not a good man, says Jordan Peterson. A good man who has it under voluntary control is a very dangerous man. In other words, he has the potential to be dangerous, but chooses to restrain himself from using that potential for harm by using his dangerous skill set only when it is appropriate in a controlled environment. We see a lot of men who don't have this under control, primarily because they haven't had the fathers, coaches, mentors, or male role models to teach them how to channel this raw masculine energy that's rushing through these young boys' veins. The capable men are those who change the world. Our purpose and way of life is being capable of providing and protecting, and to do so, you must be ready and able to be dangerous when the situation calls for it. Let's get started, brothers. 1. Develop your self-confidence. The majority of men underestimate the importance of confidence. Brothers, this is extremely crucial. I don't know how many men I've seen who are so hopeless and docile in their life, and who lack any self-assurance. Of course, since they lack confidence in themselves, they are unable to act when confronted with a violent encounter, a natural disaster, or something as simple as asking a woman out on a date. You have to earn it. Therefore, you must go out and perform the things that will give you confidence. It must be earned. What you need is courage, and anybody among us can show courage under the right conditions and with the right mentality. We win the battle when we have the courage to go forward and accomplish the things we're afraid of. We learned that maybe it wasn't as scary as we imagined, or maybe it was bad, but we did it anyway. And the amount of confidence we need is only achieved through the development of our skill sets and our capability to face our fears. And we are more dangerous when we are confident. In the face of whatever fear we may be feeling, we are more equipped to confront the situation head-on and take the necessary action. Because they lacked any amount of confidence and are put in a challenging situation, too many men cower, tuck tail, and run. Because they lack such confidence, they cannot be strong or capable men. 2. Become more assertive. An aggressive communicator aims to railroad everyone. It is a type A dominating red personality that as a driver won't accept no for an answer, and isn't willing to engage in conversation with others or consider other viewpoints. We definitely don't have good success with this person, and people don't like these types of individuals. He just dominates and knocks down everyone in every situation. Ultimately, they make poor leaders. A dictator isn't always a good leader. They might be able to get results for a short time, until people realize they don't want to be led by this person. They willingly stop following as a result. Even if an aggressive communicator may show leadership qualities, they cannot do so in the long run. Becoming assertive in our communication is something we should all strive to do. In other words, you're open to adopting new perspectives and new ideas, and you're considerate of the opinions, ideas, and emotions of others. You still know exactly what you want, however. You have the ability and desire to communicate your views to others. You don't put off dealing with the problem once you recognize it's there. You don't take a backseat to it. You're not being aggressive by bulldozing it. Instead, you're taking into account all of the variables to choose the optimal course of action. The person who is the most assertive will often get things done first over a longer period of time. 3. Be clear on what you want. Understanding the ultimate purpose. They willingly stop following as a result. Even if an aggressive communicator may show leadership qualities, they cannot do so in the long run. Becoming assertive in our communication is something we should all strive to do. In other words, you're open to adopting new perspectives and new ideas, and you're considerate of the opinions, ideas, and emotions of others. You still know exactly what you want, however. You have the ability and desire to communicate your views to others. You don't put off dealing with a problem once you recognize it's there. You don't take a backseat to it. You're not being aggressive by bulldozing it. Instead, you're taking into account all of the variables to choose the optimal course of action. The person who is the most assertive will often get things done first over a longer period of time. 4. Have effective communication skills. You generally won't succeed in achieving your goal if you can't use your mouth and use your words to show exactly who you are and what you're after. The fact that they are all interconnected is one of the interesting concepts about the topics and points I'm making with you today. If you improve your communication skills, you will inevitably become more self-confident because when you speak, it will be carried through, and you will then understand you are capable of achieving it. Communication skills are necessary for assertiveness and vice versa. You must be assertive to some extent if you want to communicate. It implies that these things cannot be separated or removed. These choices may be made independently. Each of them depends on the others. All other areas grow and improve as well as you improve just one. Whether it's communication, defining what you want and being precise about it, assertiveness, or developing confidence. Putting yourself in positions where you need to speak is, in my opinion, the greatest approach to do this. There won't be any comfort in it. You will undoubtedly feel uneasy, incompetent, and out of place. But this is how we learn to communicate better, which makes us more confident and eventually more deadly. 5. Educate yourself. You need to educate yourself, brothers. Knowledge on its own is insufficient. You can't just read a book and think that because you read it, you'll be able to apply it to your life in a useful way. You must demonstrate knowledge. You must be trained in some of the more difficult skills, such as martial arts, firearms training, situational awareness, and certain tactical scenarios. In addition to learning how to be assertive and understanding the information you'll be sharing with others, you also need to earn new credentials, positions, and degrees. This is how you educate yourself, which will ultimately increase your capabilities. You'll develop into a stronger leader as a result. Finally, it will place you in a dangerous position where you can truly make a difference. When you speak, people will listen, and when you act, they will be inspired. All of these are crucial components of being masculine in general and a dangerous man in particular. Remember the Jordan Peterson quote, "A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a dangerous man only when he has it under control." Brothers, it only is dangerous when we are unable to take voluntary control of it. It only poses a threat when we ignore it and act as if it doesn't exist. Therefore, we aren't able to benefit on the ability to be dangerous when necessary. It's crucial that we put a focus on these soft skills, since this will help in our growth and empower us to become more dangerous and capable. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, brothers, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.